Hello and welcome back to the NHL Ultimate Dynasty series. I am your host, Stuart Miller Davis. If you missed episode 1, I would encourage you to have a look, just because it explains the full breakdown of what the challenge is and gives you sort of an idea that parameters I'm using. The Cold Notes version is that it's one season, played in NHL 24 franchise mode, pitting the top 16 NHL dynasties of all time against each other to be the greatest dynasty of all time. So I have one clarification to make from my first video. I said that injuries were off. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I found out the hard way that you have to play franchise mode with injuries on. So, because these rosters were just made to have maybe one or two extras in some cases, it depends on the team. Some of the earlier, so like the 1950s the 1950s Detroit Red Wings, or the 1940s Toronto Maple Leafs, or some of those teams way back when, they didn't have huge rosters, so I was stretching already. But so each team was assigned, just sort of because of who I replaced them with, was assigned an AHL team. So the Edmonton Oilers have the Toronto Marlies as their AHL team, and on their AHL roster was Max Pacioretty for some reason. So Max Pacioretty will plays a couple of games here and there for the Edmonton Oilers, and then as well the CPU teams signed some free agents, so you'll see some weird other players that probably don't make any sense to be on their teams, but I couldn't control that, so unfortunately we are left with that. I also wanted to acknowledge the passing of Montreal Canadiens goaltender Ken Dryden. As I mentioned a little bit in episode 1, this series was inspired by a book he wrote, so thank you, Ken. I won't go into too much detail, just because there are lots of excellent obituaries and tributes all over the internet about his life. But the one thing I will say is Dryden was truly an intellectual who wanted to help make Canada and the world a better place. He also happened to be a heck of a hockey goalie. So we've arrived at our first check-in point of the season here, the first quarter. So I measured this by looking at the Edmonton Oilers in their first quarter, just because they're the base team I'm using. So there are some teams that were slightly under 24, others were a little bit above 24, but it's about the 24 game mark for every team. So first, I'll lead you through the top 5 scorers, the top 5 goaltenders. Then there'll be a review of the team currently in first place, and finally, just a highlight video from a hard-fought game between Edmonton and said top team. Without further ado, here are your top 5 scorers. The league's top scorer is Sergei Fedorov with 34 points, followed by Mario Lemieux with 33 points. Tied for the next spot is Marian Gaborik with 32 points, Jacques Lemaire 32 points, and finally, rounding out the list is Anze Kopitar. The league's top goalie is Andrei Vasilevsky with a 919 save percentage. It's followed by Terry Sawchuk at a 913 save percentage. And in third place is Jonathan Quick with a 912. Unfortunately, his injury will hurt the Kings. Johnny Bower follows, and finally Ken Dryden. The league-leading Los Angeles Kings with 34 points, a 17-6-2 record, have Marian Gaborik and Kopitar on their top line, with Toffoli riding shotgun. Dustin Brown, Jeff Carter, and Justin Williams make up the top 6 for a stout top 6 group. But don't sleep on the depth here, as they've got Mike Richards, face-off ace Jared Stoll, and Dustin Penner on the third line, and then Tanner Pearson, Trevor Lewis, and currently Nick Petan on their fourth line. To the defense, Robin Regier and Drew Doughty lead the top pair, followed by Alec Martinez and Jake Muzzin. Rounding out the D-corps is Willie Mitchell and Matt Green. In goal, we already mentioned the unfortunate injury to Jonathan Quick. Martin Jones holds down the starter's job while Quick is injured, And backing him up is Dylan Garand up from the AHL. Now for some highlights between the Oilers and puck has dropped between Edmonton and LA here, and Gretzky with a quick shot turned away by Jones. Here's the Oilers again. It's Curry in front with a shot. Jones turns it aside. And the Oilers with a face-off. Low. Pass to Anderson, scores! And the Oilers are on the board later in the period. Oh, it's Dustin Brown just missing. And it's a Wednesday Kopitar stopped by Fuhrer. Here's Justin Williams with a save by Fuhrer. Kings are coming hard here in the second period. Another view of that save on Brown. Here's Gaborik to Doughty the shot, and Fuhrer finds it with the glove. Kopitar moving in, shot. Big save by Fuhrer. The LA looking for an equalizer. Kings in front. Oh, what a chance. Jake Muzzin had snuck in, and Fuhrer stops him with 59 seconds left. And the Oilers take it home. They go congratulate Grant Fuhrer on the shutout. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please make sure that you tune in to more of the NHL Ultimate Dynasty YouTube series. I will be back with some more for the next episode soon.